Hey y'all, it's Mikey P. Thanks for stopping in. Today I'm going to be fishing on Puckaway. We have a Frigid Open coming up in 2 days. I'm going to see what I can find as far as fish that might be wanting to do something. I think the water's going to be too cold for them to be looking to spawn. So I'm just going to wing a few things around and see what they can do, or see what they think of that. So last year, Scotty and I think we finished the first spot out of the money. So we're looking for a little bit of an improvement this year, and we're hoping to cash a check. So stick around, see what we can find. Just gonna start with a black and blue chatterbait and see if I can trigger any bites that way. If not, maybe I'll start flipping a jig or a thumper bug maybe. There's a fish. That was quick. This little 2-pounder. Black and blue chatterbait. Thanks, buddy. What was that? Oh my goodness. That might have been a giant walleye. Oh no. It was just laying on the bottom and it picked it up. Oh geez. Screwing around up here. That looked like a giant walleye. Dadgummit. That'd have been cool to catch. I thought it was just snagged on a piece of wood or something from laying on the bottom, but then it started swimming. Alright, not necessarily here to catch him today, but he bit. Looked like there might be a bed right there in the gravel. It's only 55 degrees in here, but I suppose if they started making them, they might have left. Might have pulled off the bed, but I don't think they go very far.
Congrats.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You deserve it. It's a long time coming.
That was cool.
That's
I never
awesome.
thought I'd make it to nationals, so.
Well, you had a great year last year.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm just keeping it rolling, so.
Hopefully, keep it going.
I'm hoping. I know nothing about Hamilton, so I'm gonna have to start watching videos.
Isn't that a play by Shakespeare?
No, that's Hamlet.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
See what I have to deal with? We're talking fishing, and he's like, James, what do you think? You ever see Hamilton?
No, it's cool.
How many boats we got signed up for this?
27. I imagine we'll get a handful tomorrow, or Saturday.
I think it'd be around 30.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll be over 30. Probably 32-ish.
No spring fling tomorrow.
Right.
So we'll probably get a couple of boats in there.
How'd that go?
That was a help for us.
No.
9 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. We caught some fish, and it's always fun fishing docks. We had to flip way underneath them and catch them. It was fun, but
Yeah.
just
I just saw, I don't know if it was your snap or Jake's snap, but.
yeah, we fished together. Second time we were fishing tournament together.
Well, good luck, boys.
Yeah,
You too, Mikey. Good seeing you.
Yeah, you too. Hook up!
We're dialed.
Little guy.
I'm marking that.
Oh, little guy here. Just talking to my buddies Casey and Jamo. Had to catch one in front of them, of course. Well, that could mean that they're moving in here. I know that a couple on beds there, or at least there are beds. I don't know how many fish are going to be on them, but Like I said, I think if they pulled off, they don't go too far, so they might just be on the edge here. Probably looking to move back in there as this water warms up. If the sun would come out, that would help tremendously. So Casey was saying that he thinks the sun's going to be out on Saturday, so that should help the fish want to bite. I think it'll be a pretty good tournament. A lot of people catching fish. There's something. Feels like a pike. Yeah, it was. Northern. Been a while since I had one of those on my line. Down in Arkansas, they don't have pike. I don't have to worry about that. Here, we're gonna have to worry about it. There he comes. Yep, he got it that time. Oh, he come off. If that was a bass, it was big. Oh, I think that was a pike. I can see him on the scope. He looked pretty long. This little one. Yeah, not even a keeper. Just a little male. Buddy. Oh, geez. That had to have been a pike. He smoked that thing. Holy cow. There's one. A little better. Still nothing too big. That's keeper though. That might be a female. Just look at how stout that fish is. There's a decent one. There we go. Remember the ones we're looking for. Yeah, it's a female. She's still got eggs in her. Thanks, baby. A little over 3. She's right on the outside edge. That's kind of what I'm thinking they're going to be doing. I know everybody likes to fish the outside edge too, though, so that might be bad for Scott and I. We like to be in the fingers, and everybody likes to be up just outside. Well, I'm going to try to catch one more fish for you guys, and then I'm going to go check another spot. This used to be the hot spot back in the day. Everybody would come up here and catch nice smallies. I don't know if there must be rock or gravel down there, but you don't see too many people fishing it anymore. I think they all moved down to the rock pile at the mouth. There's something. Pike? Yep. There, first pike. Had a couple bite that were pike. This one is the first one I caught. Come on. Now. Thank you. Gummit. Get out of here. Oh, there's that's a decent one. Not a giant, but a good one. It's over 2. Probably 2.5. It looks like a male. I'm not sure. It could be a female. Thank you. get a look at it, but felt like it was pretty decent. There's another one. It might have been a pike, I'm not sure. That's the problem with fishing for bites here, is they could all be pike for all I know. Unless I can get them raised up high enough to see them, you'll never know.
What color are you floating this year?
What?
What color are you floating this year?
Still barely pink, but I think it'll be blue on Saturday.
Congratulations on the finish.
Thank you, but I ain't done yet.
I know. Looking awesome, man.
Yeah, I don't know, horseshoe up my ass or something. I'll leave it there as long as it takes.
Pretty awesome, hey. So where you go to next then?
Lake Hamilton, about 2 hours farther south in Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, you can get. There's plenty of info out there, you know.
Once I sit down in front of the computer and decide it's time to learn. My goal was to make the All-American. That's what I did. So
You never know, hey.
that's all I've always wanted to go to the All-American. So
So Hamilton, you don't know what kind of bags usually coming on there?
I haven't really looked.
Haven't
No.
looked.
I only caught one nice one. I don't think they're quite in the fingers yet. They're on the edge.
I would have thought with the water temp that they would have been everywhere, that
Yeah. Be different.
all up in the backs, but
Water's definitely warmer than normal.
Well, I think I saw 2 beds, but there's nothing on them.
not a lot of smallmouth, eh?
I don't catch smallies here. I don't know how to do it.
We caught one.
Yeah.
I caught
I mean,
a
I know-
pounder down there.
I know where I should do it, but I'm boat 9, so.
You're ahead of us.
For 8.
Oh, we might be.
Wasn't it? I don't know, you got the email.
I sent it.
I didn't put my email thing on there. He's like, did you see where we are? I'm like, no. I was watching on Facebook. I'm like, I don't see it on there. Where'd you find it? Oh, they emailed me. Oh.
Yeah, I got the entries, so I sent all the emails too.
All right, guys.
We'll see you Saturday morning, boys.
Sounds good.
There's a little guy. Oh, not as little as I thought, but he's still pretty small. Yeah, not a keeper. Hey, buddy. Fishing in this super shallow bay here. One time I came in here, it was just loaded with lily pads. It was later in the year, but the fish were just all over in here. They might spawn in here, I'm not sure. It's not very solid bottom, but if they fan a little bit, I think they can find some sand down there. Oh, there was something. Oh, there was another one. Come on. I don't know. There's carp in here too. Maybe I'm bumping into carp. I don't. Just can't tell. Yeah, there's carp screwing around over there behind me. Probably bumping into a few carp here. That's a pike. Get in there. You. Hiding in the weeds. Skinny guy. Bye-bye. This cut has got some work done to it. I don't know when it happened. Could have been the last couple of years, but used to be kind of like a little snaky deal back here, and then there's a bunch of brush all back in here. Sometimes the bass like to be in that brush, but that's all gone now. Nice landscape. Put some money into this. Bunch of rocks. Cleared all the brush out. Looks like they put in some gravel road over there. real big. Got her. Real big. Probably 5-pounder there. Thank you. Big old female. Big old girl. Yeah, that's alright. It's probably not somewhere that I was ever going to fish, but maybe I will now. Beautiful fish. Built really well. Definitely full of spawn yet, full of eggs. Thanks, baby. Bye-bye. Well, that's a nice one there. This might be a spot worth trying. I don't know. I'll throw a few more times, see if I get another bite. Try not to set the hook. There's another one. There, let go. Well, I might as well go in the rest of the way and see what it looks like. Maybe they did dig some of this out. There's not a lot of water in here, but there's more than there ever was. There's gravel along the side here. Gravel, a little bit deeper water there on the edge. Not very much deeper, but going from a foot to 2 feet is a big difference. There's another one. Little guy. Might be a keeper. Pretty small though. I wasn't going to set the hook, but I could see it. I think that's probably enough to know that there's some fish in here. I think I got a chatterbait here with the hook bent over. I gotta dig that out somewhere. I used it down in Arkansas, so I know it exists. Otherwise I can just wreck another one, I guess. There it is. Tie that on, no hook, or the hook's bent over so I don't catch any more on accident. Just hope they bite it and then maybe hold on to it long enough I can see how big they are. There's another one. Right. Nice 2 1/4 probably. Oh, what was that? That was probably a pike. Hit it super hard. Here he comes. Oh, that's a bass. Good one. Oh, real good one. Ho, ho, ho. That's a big old fat female there. Look at her. Holy cow. Nice one. Probably 3.5. Thanks, baby. All right, back to the one with no hook on it. Oh, there's one. I won't let go. There's no, the hook is bent over. Well, what happened here? It must have got hooked. God dang it. It did get hooked. Another nice one. Dadgummit. A freaking hook. Look at that. You guys see that? That hook is bent over. It still got hooked. I have to bend it over a little farther. Another one that's over 3. Thanks, baby. Dadgummit. Can't really get it bent over much farther without snapping it. Here. That better work now. Here, now it's bent over. Dadgummit. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's a bunch of fish in here. There's another one. Something swirled right there next to it. I'm not sure if it was going after or if I spooked it. There's another one. Alright, I'm out of here. This place is freaking loaded with bass. Oh, I'm gonna guess somebody else is gonna find it, but if not, this is where we're starting for sure. We don't have a horrible boat number. I think we're boat 9. Hopefully everybody goes towards the river and we can get in here right away. This is the spot that Scott and I started in last year, but right now, after finding that other spot, I'm going to come in here and not worried about setting the hook on them. So if they bite, I'm going to try to catch them. That was not a fish. Dadgum. That was a hard hit. Probably close to 3. A fat female. Thanks, baby. Another one. A little smaller. Oh. These fish are chomping. Buddy. Solid 2-pounder. Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for this one. Found one really good spot, caught a few nice fish. Seems like they're just starting to spawn, maybe. And the rest of them that aren't spawning, they're staging. That one spot that I found those females in, it seems very promising, so that's going to definitely be our starting spot, and we'll see how it turns out. But usually when I find a pile of fish like that, it never turns out the way you want it to, so hopefully this time it turns out a little bit better for us. So appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would, leave me a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I would appreciate that, and until the tournament, I'll catch you later.